This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Feed.
And this your coach, Colin Moore. You know we loving life and enjoying football.
It's finally the end of football season, and you still have a few games left for us. Conference championship, bowl games. You also going to have for college-wise, you got some all-star games, and high school-wise as well. You're going to have some all-star games. And this is very important because this is pretty much the last, I guess, step for a lot of seniors and other guys who are still going to have more years to play as well for us before your new journey. That's what I mean. So you taking all your steps, right? Just say you walking down your driveway, and before you get to the road, you take that last step, and then it's almost like you stepping in the I guess how my kids always play and say the floor is lava, the floor is lava. You step into the lava and you back in your grind. If you're a player that's returning, you got to tighten up, crank it up, and get focused, really, man, because you already know what you just did, but now how can I improve upon that? And for the seniors who are leaving, you have a lot of choices that's going to confront you. What school may you play at? Whether you coming out of a junior college, high school, you may have those choices. And as well, if you're a senior in college, okay, do I try for this NFL or do I continue and try to pursue a career with the degree I have or try to build myself a business? It's a lot of decisions that's got to get made and a lot of things that's going to happen in between this short period of time because it's not like the coaches don't care about you, but far as the seniors, you can reach out to them and get, I guess, references if you're trying to get a job or anything. But really, it's depending on you. You ain't got no classes no more. You don't have your athletic academic advisors that's on top of your neck, on top of your head about getting this done, and have you did this, and hey, make sure you sign up for this. So now a lot of the responsibilities are going to fall on your shoulders. And it's time for you to take your step in yourself and make sure everything gets done and make sure you complete your journeys, your daily tasks, your schoolwork if you still have it, your workouts. If you're trying to get in the NFL, make sure you grinding. Hey, make sure you drinking plenty of water and staying in the best of shape. It's a lot of things that's about to confront your college seniors and your high school seniors. And these are the times where, as a man, you have to take that step and actually look at your position as, okay, I got to take full responsibility and accountability to the utmost and make sure I put myself in the best situation. What you got, Simo?
Man, you hit on a lot, boy. I'm talking about right on the money. I start with the high school players, right? So the high school still got some games left for state, like they the game before state here in Florida. But the rest of them that's not in the state Final Four, if you a junior, sophomore, or freshman, and you coming back, man, your attention to that classroom need to be at top notch. Because if you're dreaming to go to college, you can't get into college with bad grades. And you don't want to try to chance it with making C's and a couple B's. You want to go for a 3.0 or better. That means all B's are higher, nothing less. because you want to make your chances of getting in school easy on the academic side. So even if worst case scenario came that they didn't offer you after your senior year, but you got the grades in the state of Florida to get the Bright Future Scholarship as well as other scholarships because your academics are that high and you score well on the ACT or SAT. Then you can get into school paid for, which is the scholarship, and you can walk on to a football team if that's your worst case scenario. And that ain't even bad because you had all the grades and the test scores, so everything was paid for, just like the scholarship. You get on the squad and ball, they'll probably give you a scholarship, whichever university you pick, if you had to walk on. But if you don't get these grades, when it's all said and done, now, like Mike said, you gotta look for the JUCO route or the prep route, or trying to figure it out, or go D2 or D3 or NAIA. And I know a lot of players all only dream of D1 because that's all we see on TV. But any of these levels will be good if they give you the money and it doesn't tax you on far as having a lot of loans later down in life once you out of college. But high school, make sure if y'all boys coming back in grades sky high, then on top of that, get in the weight room. Get in that weight room and make sure that's top notch. Get on that track and field. Get on your grind. Because you're not only playing against people on your team, trying to start on your team, and then trying to beat people in your county. Man, you going against everybody in the county, the state, and the country, man. So it's just not about you and what you can do at that school. It's you versus everybody. Everybody in your class at that position trying to get a scholarship. The best of the best out there getting it. And if you consider yourself the best of the best, go out there and get it. Now, my seniors in high school, that's that's it, man. You either in the top four, you finna keep playing, and some schools might see you, and you might be able to get that scholarship, may or may not. But either way, some offers will come. I seen a player last year. He was a senior, got 3 offers at the end of his high school season. 3 offers. And then right before signing day, he got an offer from a big D1, bigger than the D1 double A's he had. And he took the D1A, which is understandable. Everybody want to play D1. So your time can come at any time. But let's be for certain that you know for a fact he balled on the field, he balled in the weight room, balled in the class. So everything was good to go. All he needed was just the offers, and he had those. So you never know when the offer gonna come. You just gotta stay ready. And again, it's always gonna come down to the grades, how hard you work, and how focused you can be. Now, my college boys, basically the same thing for y'all, for the college guys, except for my seniors. Now, my seniors, that's finna, like Mike said, finna tap into that real world. Are you finna try to tap into that NFL? Either way it go, if you get drafted, I done seen players, so you got to come in and work. I done seen a second round wide receiver, second round linebackers, DBs, any position, second round and down, is available to get cut. Now, first rounders, you pretty much good. But second and down, man, anything can happen if you don't bring your A game. So at this point, stepping into this real world, really at this point in your life, period, no matter what grade you in or college, you got to be on your game day in and day out. You got to be focused, you got to be determined, and you got to be trying to win, trying to maximize that day. I know sometimes we can get lost thinking, "Damn, NFL 3 years away, the NFL 2 years away, or 6 months away." No, man, focus on today. If you maximize the day, you're gonna come out on top. And then, like Mike said about these jobs, man, if you don't get a chance to go pro, that's okay. If you still like football that much and you want to start coaching, man, get into coaching or mentoring around football, whatever it is, whatever your passion is, or you feel your purpose is, go after that. And that can turn into your business, or that can turn into a job that's created for you, like coaching inside of football, or the administration of football. Any kind of way you can get around whatever your passion or dreams is, go for that, man. and then you gonna come out on top. But you gotta be going for it with everything you got, because if not, you gonna look back and you gonna always be saying you wish you could have did this or you wish you could have did that. And all you have is today. So maximize it. Mike, what we gonna jump on now, boy? What we gonna jump on?
Mo, we gotta jump on top notch coaches all around the world. Top notch coaches all around the world. Now, players, this something me and Mo debate about a lot. And you ain't even gotta be no football player. You can be a fan, a mama of a player, a father of a player, grandparent of a player, sister of a player, brother of a player, auntie of a player, uncle of a player of a player, coach of a player, coach who over a team. I always discuss this with Seymour, and I've been saying this for a long time. I ain't going to no school because of a coach. That's right. I say I ain't going because this something I noticed way back. Because I didn't have no opportunity just to choose a school because of coach. I chose the school because they offered me an opportunity. I ain't have really no picks. Y'all know how I ended up at Alabama State? It was nobody else in the pot. The coach, yeah, they were trying to sell me. They really they ain't even know. They ain't even have to do all that. I was coming anyway because that was my only choice. Now, for the upper echelon players who got multiple choices for school to go play at, for your guys in the transfer portal who got a lot of opportunities that they looking at, for you guys who are currently at the school and thinking about maybe leaving, this for you. And for my junior college fellas like me and Seymour, baby, this for you as well. Now, it's a lot of coaching movements going around. You got um the coach from Oklahoma left there, went to USC. Now he already had pretty much all his guys committed to the program. And signing date for the early period is, I think, next week. So you got guys who was committed and they was going to sign and early enroll, but now they have to make a whole lot of change of plans. You got Brian Kelly leaving Notre Dame. See, that's why I would never commit to a coach. I'm committing to the school. I'm committed to the community. I'm committed to where I can be successful, not just on the field, but in my career and off the field as well. Hey, what all they have to offer in the city? How far do my parents gotta come? Can my parents afford to come? Is this a place that I can see myself enjoying the fan base? If you got a lot of options, a lot of choices. And to be honest, I did have some choices coming out of junior college, but me and Simo and we had another partner named Walt, we was kind of disrespectful because we thought we were the top notch ballers all across the world when we really should have accepted these schools who were showing us love. Now you can have a coach coming to you, hey man, we're gonna do this, we're gonna run the spread, we're gonna man, I don't want to hear all that. This is me talking. I want y'all to listen what I'm saying. How can a coach determine everything for you? It's gonna be on you once you get to that school, because I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna find out. Transfer portal guy, junior college guy. You might think you finna come in there and start straight off the rip, but it's other ballers there. Trust me. Me and C more than seen this. You can be going down to a HBCU and you can wind up sitting on the bench. Like, oh, I thought I was, cause the dude who was already there, he's stunned. Or if you're a high school, you're probably 3-star, 4-star, maybe even 5-star. Think you just gonna come in and just start right off the ripper. That ain't gonna happen like that all the time. So it's gotta be on you and yourself. Hey, do I like this school? Cause look at all the factors, right? And you got a nice stadium, good fan base, nice uniforms. That's basically what you dealing with on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, you dealing with the coach, but I don't care where you go. You got to deal with some kind of coach. And then it don't matter what kind of scheme. If you're a ball player, you should be able to play in any kind of scheme. That's just like if you at a let let me say this. If you're at Alabama and y'all playing a D2 school, or Delta State or Tuskegee. And a lot of people say, man, they ain't gonna be up for that game. Man, you crazy. If I'm a ball player, I want a ball either way. That's what I'm basically getting at, fella. It don't matter about the coach. If you're a ball player, you want to do your thing. It don't matter what's going on, who the coach is. You need to get in there and do your thing. Cause guess what? The top dogs gonna always shine. The guys who excel, it don't matter what's going on. Cause that's what's gonna happen when you go to the NFL. You ain't gonna be able to pick the team, then the team pick you. But I'm gonna let Seymour jump in here.
Hey, Mike, boy, you know I'm down for everything you said. See, you know what's crazy though? Like Mike said, we always talk about this, but I always say I know you gonna pick the school because of the coach. Like I know a lot of wide receivers and quarterbacks wanted to go to Oklahoma because of his system that he was running. You had two quarterbacks become Heisman Trophy winners, and then the third quarterback almost became a Heisman Trophy winner. Then the fourth one this year was a well, he had one plan, but then the freshman came and took over, and he went to doing good in the system. So his system works. So yes, you gonna want to be on his squad. He producing. So you gonna want to follow him. I can understand you wanting to commit to that. But on the backside of it, y'all should always have in y'all mind that the coach could leave or he could fire your position coach, the one you connected to, or fire the offensive coordinator or the defensive coordinator, or whichever one which side of the ball you on. They could fire that person, or the whole staff could get fired, or the whole staff could just up and leave. So you never know how it's gonna go. So if that's the case, really at any school, you don't know how it's gonna go. Like, really, the only top coaches that been lasting the very longest right now is Nick Saban, and then it was Brian Kelly, but he just left Notre Dame, so scratch that now. So he's starting back over at ground zero. So it's only Nick Saban and Dabo Sweeney right now. Well, and then you got your other coaches that's still hanging in there that been there for years. But I'm talking about them boys been there for years. Like they've been there for years. So them guys, they probably ain't well, you wouldn't think they wouldn't leave until they done, period. They ain't trying to go to the NFL, they ain't trying to go to no other college teams. But everybody else, you should have your mindset on they could leave. So if they leave, do I truly like this school that much? Now I understand if they come in and you a wide receiver and they run the triple, 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 quadruple option where they ain't passing the ball but twice every 6 games. Yeah, if you're a wide receiver, you gotta lead in. But that ain't happening nowadays. Everybody trying to throw the ball at least 15 times a game at the minimum. I don't know how much Army throw, but I know, well, Army or Navy, but I know they still trying to throw the ball. But they system's been the same forever, so you ain't even got to understand what's happening there. You know what's happening there. So with everybody else, you guys got to focus on, okay, yeah, I like this coach, and I'm coming for this coach. But if you do that and you go that route, you're going for the coach. You need to look at, is he so successful that if some of the jobs that's look like the coach is on the hot seat, will he leave for him? That's what y'all better start evaluating. Will he leave for another school? Could he leave? All right. If it ain't for another school, could he leave for the league? So then you back at square one again. Will you stay at the school no matter what? That's when it's gonna come down to it. See, me, if like I liked it South Florida when I went there because it was so close to my house. It was like 30 minutes from the house. I could come home, well, not Monday through Thursday per se, but during the season. But on that second semester, or if we had a bye week, I could come home anytime I wanted to and shoot back. real quick. You can really come during the week, but you're gonna be tired because of study hall and the practice and all that. So you probably ain't gonna try to do it then. I like being close to home. Other players may not. They may want to go far. So you got to figure out what all your preferences are. Do you want to take a 2-hour ride to go to the game to your school? 4-hour ride, 5-hour ride. All right, so far you got to fly there. What are you gonna do? Because there's so many things factor into it. You at school on the weekend, people that's local, they gone. It ain't gonna be nobody there on second semester. Everybody gone after football season. Everybody gone. So now you just there. And if you a flight away or hours away, you ain't gonna want to come home. So now what are you gonna do? That shouldn't matter that much, but it still does, because that's when kids go to doing crazy things with their free time. Cause it ain't nothing else to do. And then you start doing crazy stuff. So you guys got to figure out, man, how far do you want to really be from home? Can you, like Mike say, can your family come? Can everybody enjoy? Can you get back home fast if you need to without a flight? Or if you need a flight, can you get home with a flight? Will you have available funds to do that? So don't go after the coach, man. Actually go for the school itself, because the coach can change at any time, man. Like Mike said, Mike gonna jump us off again.
Well, fellas, man, that's basically it. We wanted to give y'all just a snippet of some information that's gonna be helpful, not just for a short period of time, but this is solid info, man, that can help any player who's like, I guess, is confronted with a situation of deciding from a school to a coach, trying to figure out what to do after graduation or at the end of football season, or when your season is done, you done with football, you're a junior coming back, you're a sophomore coming back. These are a lot of things and a lot of different aspects that need to be considered when you're dealing with the game of football and the game of life, baby, because it's going to hit you right in the face. And it's something that you can't run from. I don't care what's going on. You can try to quit football. You can try to leave that school, run away from the coach, go run behind the coach. The facts still remain the fact. You got to play football. You got to deal with life. You got to deal with school. So go out there and ball and don't be no fool. And that's the end of our episode today. And I'm gonna leave y'all how I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you're gonna fall to the ground. It's the Life of Football podcast. Catch you next time.
This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.